Hey beauties, so today we are going to do a brown smoky eye because it has actually kind of been my go-to eye makeup look lately, during the day even, particularly actually in the day. I don't know why, but I think it's just really pretty and it's kind of timeless and it's super easy, especially to do in the morning, but to still have like a full eye look on. And it's also really easy because I've been using the Splurge cream eyeshadows, so it doesn't matter when I do my base because it's a cream eyeshadow. It's not going to like have any fallout on my cheeks or anything. And you can really build up the intensity if you want it to be like really dark or if you want it to be like a little more chill. So I'm going to be using the colors Faithful and Proud. So Faithful is like a medium brown, and then Proud is a dark brown. Alright, so I've already done my base and my brows. I recently did tutorials on those individually just because I don't want every video to be super long. So if you want, I'll link them below. Also, I get zits on my lips, and I should look that up and see what that means. Like if they're stress related, it totally makes sense. But I feel like it might be like a hormonal thing, or I don't know. But anyways, I get them every so often, and by every so often I mean more often now than I used to. I'm not really sure why. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna zoom you in and let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start off with Faithful, and this is also a great look for people who have hooded eyes or downturned eyes or mature eyes, because both of these colors are matte and you can use a brush or your fingers. I tend to use my fingers, so I know some people don't feel that. I get it. Do whatever works for you, but okay. But I think it's pretty easy to do, so I just put it on my finger. And then what you do is, especially for those of us with hooded eyes or downturned eyes, is you just watch where you blend it. Okay, so we don't want to make it go down in the outer corner, and we don't want to make it go out too much. So I'm gonna kind of create like a half moon shape, you know, or like a circle, where I want the color to go obviously above the crease. And if it helps for you to like put a piece of tape here or something like that, just to make sure, but definitely keep it concentrated on like the lash line, and then, you know, slowly and gradually, you know, going away towards the brow line, and then just making sure that you can see it even when your eyes are open, for those of us that have hooded eyes, because that's sometimes a problem. And I have to watch because I feel like sometimes it really settles in my outer corner, and that can sort of like drag my eyes down a little bit. So sometimes I like, if you see me like diffusing color a lot there, it's because I don't want like a defined line there. Okay, so that was one sort of coat. Or one layer. Coat sounds horrible. Okay, we're gonna go with layer. Okay, so now I'm gonna do one more, same color. And again, I'm concentrating it at the lash line and then just blending it upwards. Okay, and watching that outer edge so it doesn't go out that way. If anything, I'm blending it much higher up and not really going to that outer edge at all. I also think it's easier sometimes to blend with a finger because, you know, your finger's warm and it kind of like meshes with the product, and I feel like you get like some extra blending time before it sets. Alright. And I do obviously go into my inner corner, but later on, if that looks a little too dark, we can put some concealer in there. Or some Victoria's Splurge, just to kind of lighten it up if that seems like a bit much. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my lower lash line. Now this is gonna vary person to person. You may not prefer this during the day, you may not prefer this at all, but I do like to put colors on my lower lash line, so I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm just taking, and I'm looking up, and I'm just putting this right against the lash line. And just blending it back and forth. And this is the same color we've been using, Faithful. Okay, so it just sort of defines that lower lash line a bit. All right. about to go in with Proud. Okay, so this is really dark. So you start off with a little bit, and then again, I'm gonna do the same strategy that I've been doing this whole time. It is quite dark, and I'm gonna concentrate it on the lash line, and then blend it upwards. And again, making sure that we keep blending it upwards so that it doesn't have like an exact sort of line. Oh, look at that, it's so nice and so smoked out. And that was only that was only one. Okay, so this is the eye where we got the Proud on with it, and this is still just Faithful. So it really does like deepen it up. Now I'm gonna go into Proud, and so this is, obviously all of this is to your comfort level and to whatever you prefer. I do like to put this on the lower lash line. I do not shy away from making it smoky on the top and bottom lash line, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have some Proud on my finger, and I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Faithful. But I'm not gonna blend it down as much. I'm gonna keep it really concentrated right there. Look at that. And I have been wearing this during the day because I am a rebel. Okay, so we're gonna keep going with the eyes. All right, so now that I'm done with that, and I have brown makeup all over myself, I am going to use Proper, the dark brown liner, and what I'm gonna do is just line my upper and lower waterline. Okay, so your lower waterline, you know, is right here, right? That one's easy, right? Now you also have an upper waterline, which is not as easy. So I frequently just close my eyes and then I put the pencil lightly. Okay? So you can see I have it on this eye and I don't have it on this eye. Okay, so it just helps to like smoke it out and to concentrate the color really close to your eye, and like thickens up your lash line. But for those of us with mature lids or hooded lids, it's not taking up any more space on your eyelid. Okay, but you're still able to thicken up that lash line. So I know it's kind of weird at first because I feel like doing this one is weird. Doing the upper one is like a whole new level of weird, but it really does make a difference, especially with a look like this. Okay, and you could, if you wanted to, like do like this, if I don't want to freak anyone out. Or myself. So now I'm going to take a deluxe brush that has no product on it, and I'm just going to go around the edges and just blend it out. Just sort of smooth any of the harsh edges. Oh, my sister's calling. She's gonna have to wait. Sorry, Chris. All right. Blending out. Here we go. So now I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'm going to do upper and lower lash mascara. So you can do as many coats as you want, whatever your heart desires, whatever your preference is. So I've been wearing this to work during the day, and I've been doing like 2 coats. But obviously if you want to get like a more dramatic look, you could certainly do 3 coats or more. Really, the sky's the limit, let's be honest. Straight up had a cat hair on my eye. Like an actual cat hair. Pretty sure it was Michael's because it was gray. OMG. Also, I do not do fibers on the lower lash line. Again, just a personal preference. I definitely do fibers on the upper lash line, but look what I did. I always do that. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay. Focus. All right. So I just did one coat this time and I actually really like it. And it doesn't look like super dramatic, you know, but you could obviously build this up so much more with Proud if you want it to be like way more dramatic. But I like this and you can wear this during the day. Sorry, I have to get that mark off. It can take me anywhere. Okay. What I am going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of contour with the bronzer since I am super pale. Now, if you want to keep this look to be like kind of grungy, almost like 90s, then you don't have to do anything as far as contour blush, because we didn't in the 90s. You just rocked to your one-dimensional skin, and that was it. But I'm just gonna do my cheekbones and then my jawline, just sort of softens up my face shape, and then along my hairline because I sort of have a large forehead. If you don't, you can skip that. Okay, and then for lips, on a daily basis, I've been doing, as you know, I'm in love with Plush. I'm sorry, I know this is in like every video. I'm not trying to be like that, but I love Plush. Okay, so I will line and fill in Plush. Because it's just like another cool tone. Oh, so cool. And then I'll just use the vanilla lip bonbon, which actually does not have a color, so it's just kind of like putting moisture on top of it. And just kind of keep it lasting a little bit more throughout the day. And this is the finished look, and this is absolutely what I would wear to work, and I feel like it, you know, covers all your bases, and it's cute, and it's simple, and it's easy, and it pretty much goes with everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any requests down in the description box. No, wait. Please leave any requests or questions down in the comments below. Thank you.